Uman, Ukraine. Tired and hungry Ofer Azran is patiently waiting for his 6-year-old son to search for his wallet in one of overpriced markets opened in Uman before the Jewish New Year of Rosh Ashana. On Eve, Azran and his son, Rosh Ashana, from Israel to reach cemetery 18th-century intellectual Rabbi Nachman in Uman, who inspired Breslov movement Hasidic Judaism. He traveled 30 hours from Poland and most Ukraine, damaged by war. His tomb is the focal point of the world's largest Jewish pilgr outside Israel. The child's first wallet is generally challenging and Russia's February 2022. It is also a reward for its good behavior during the tough journey, which has become much more complex since it has stopped commercial air travel in the country since it invaded Ukraine. This year, hundreds parents of young children. He ignored repeated warnings Israeli and Ukrainian governments to stay away from war-destroyed country. At least 21 people explosion in Uman April and traveled with them on pilgr. This year, an estimated 32,000 pilgrims set out for Uman. The presence of children emphasizes the determination to keep the pilgr alive despite new dangers and difficulties. Many pilgrims and their supporters see this as a symbol of Jewish religious devotion. However, in Israel and elsewhere, the war has increased criticism of pilgr, which some Israelis have long underestimated. Azran, an electrician and father of 5 divorced children from Petah Tikva, refused these concerns without thinking. So is Israel safer? At any moment, a rocket can hit you and kill you, Azran said. Prime Minister Binyamin Netanyahu looks at the situation differently. Citizens are entering shelters and there is protection, he said at the cabinet meeting this week when Israel was exposed to rocket attacks. There is no shelter and protection, he said in Ukraine. He urged Israelis be responsible for their travel right now without advising them not to travel Uman. However, Netanyahu's warning was overshadowed by the turmoil caused by his words. The Holy One did not always protect us in both Ukraine and other European territory. Despite Netanyahu's own Likud party deputy Eliyahu Revivo da Netanyahu's warning, he went to Uman this year. Revivo's spokesperson told the Times of Israel that Revivo did not violate any prime minister's directive and took all measures to stay safe. Orit Struk, minister of ultra-Orthodox cabinet in Netanyahu government, spoke more clearly against Uman pilgr, drawing attention to internal debates in religious circles. Dear Jews, don't go there. Strock, who is responsible for the settlements the West Bank in Netanyahu's cabinet, said a statement. Don't risk your life. There are enough places of worship. Raising 11 children. A small Jewish settlement in Hebron, where Palestinians are majority. Strock said this when explaining why government opposed $4 million private fund he gave to help Israelis traveling to Uman. This led to the right-wingers